Hey guys, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. It is very early in the morning. It is currently 4:13 a.m. and I am headed to DC this week, and I thought I would take you guys along with me. Of course, in pure Midwest, middle of nowhere form, my flight leaves at 6 a.m. today because we cannot get a convenient flight time to save our souls. They either leave at 6 a.m. or 9 p.m. So here we are, getting up super early. Hopefully I can take a nap on the plane. I'm gonna take you guys with me. I've never been to DC before, so I'm really looking forward to it. Let's do it. Darkness, my old friend. It's dark. Okay, I need to get my stuff packed up, get my mask. I got like primo parking, which like never happens to me at the airport, so that's nice. I think it's supposed to rain today, at least in DC, so I hope my flight plans do not get delayed. All right, I already checked in to my flight, so all I have to do is go in and go through security, and I highly recommend getting TSA pre-check if you fly at all, because it takes so much freaking time off of your security, whatever, waiting in line. All right, I made it to O'Hare. I need to find Terminal 3. That's where my connecting flight is. All right, so I decided to be brave and stop and get a Starbucks, even though I waited in line for like 15 minutes to order, but I have a couple hours before my next plane, so I have time. All right, so I decided to eat breakfast here at the Chicago Cubs Bar and Grill. I don't know what it's called. Anyway, I paid $16 for this mediocre ham omelet with potatoes, but I was hungry, so it's fine. Here I am in Baltimore trying to get a rental car, but it is a long line, allegedly. Oh my god, that was an Olympic sport, just like waiting for the rental car. Also, I fell asleep on the plane, so I'm like super confused now. I'm disoriented. All right, I'm in Baltimore. I have a, what is this, a Honda Accord, I think. I need to go to the exit, and I think I might just go straight to dinner. I'm meeting my friend Allie tonight, who I met through YouTube/Instagram. So please have driver's license available to show attendant. All right, I will do that. I will do that. Hey guys, good morning. So I am a terrible vlogger as per usual. So I always feel like when I'm by myself, I do a much better job vlogging, but like when I'm with other people, I don't necessarily always think to like take my camera out. Maybe it's just because I don't want to feel like intrusive or whatever, like in social situations like that. So anyway, I told you guys yesterday that I was meeting my friend Allie here in DC. I think it's called Old Town. I don't know, I have no idea my way around here. So we went out for dinner last night, and like I was texting her afterwards, and I'm like, we didn't even get a selfie together. Like now there's no proof. I only have one photo of my plate that I was eating, and I texted Adam a picture of my food. So that's all I have, and it's not even a pretty picture. It's like after it was like half eaten too, because he asked me what I was eating for dinner. But anyway, so I didn't really have a lot of time. So after I got here yesterday, I basically threw my stuff in my room, called an Uber, and it took like 30 minutes to get over to that area for dinner. But we did have a lovely dinner. The place we went was called Virtue Feed and Grain. We had fried green tomatoes and like a crab dip appetizer that was just delicious. And then I forget what she got. I got like a salmon with like this creamy quinoa and arugula. It was the bomb. I ate like half of it there, and then when I got back to my room last night, I ate the other half here before I went to bed. So anyway, I'm just getting ready for the day right now. I will probably catch up with you guys after I get done working and give you a hotel room tour. This hotel is actually really, really nice. It's a Residence Inn, but it's like a newer one. Definitely better than that one that I stayed at in Salt Lake City that I felt like was pretty sketch. Oh, and I did get one of those door locks that, you know, you put in your, you guys told me to get one off of Amazon. Amazon. You basically like put the lock in when you shut your hotel room door, and there's like a jam there so that no one can open it. So yeah, all right, I'm gonna finish getting ready and maybe eat some breakfast, drink some coffee before I get started for the day. All right, much better. So I'm finally starting to get used to my braces also and not feel so dumb. Like, I always think people are gonna ask me like, why are you 40 years old and have braces? I'm not 40 yet, but I'm almost. Okay, so we're actually gonna rewind now to the day before yesterday when I got my Thrive order that I ordered last week, because part of it was that I wanted to order some kind of like snacky items to take with me, because I've been trying to eat like paleo-ish. Let's go watch the haul. It's a small one, and then I'll show you what I brought with me.
Thank you so much to Thrive Market for sponsoring today's video. You guys know I've been working with them for quite a long time, and even if I didn't work with them here on YouTube, I love their service and would totally recommend it to anyone. I'm going to be sharing a haul that I got with them and some ideas for travel snacks. Thrive Market is on a mission to make healthy eating affordable for everyone. If you guys would like to try it out, you can get 25% off your order plus a free gift, which is awesome to get that 25% off your first order. So check out the link in the description box below. It's thrivemarket.com/Jen Chapin. And now let's get on. I'll show you what I got in my haul.
Okay, so I wanted to briefly share with you guys what I got from Thrive this week, because there are some new things. So the free gift that I got with my order, which they do quite often, is this grain-free granola and this unsweetened almond milk. So I'm super excited to try this because I'm always looking for a paleo type granola, and I did open this and smell it, and it smells delicious. So I'm looking forward to trying that. I got some of these beef sticks to throw in my bag for travel. This is the Thrive brand. They're really, really good. I also got some of this hazelnut cacao spread. My kids like Nutella on their waffles sometimes, but I don't really like giving it to them for breakfast because it's just full of sugar. This one does have added coconut sugar, but it doesn't have any refined sugar in it. So I got some of this for them to try for that. This is new. These are the maple candied pecans, Keto Farms. So I thought Adam and I could try these. They look really good. I needed more nutritional yeast. I love that Thrive has it in this big package, so I got that. These Hue crackers are so good. I've never had the pizza ones before, so I'm looking forward to trying those. I've had the everything and the plain ones, and they are delicious. I also got a bag of Hue Snickerdoodle cookies, but as you can see, they are not here because Adam ate them. But anyway, they're really good. I did open it up and try one. I would recommend them if you're looking for like a paleo cookie. I got these for Adam too. These are the pitted green olives. He really, really likes them. I got a couple cans of tuna, and I was super happy to see that they had their grain-free taco shells back in stock. These are really, really delicious if you're looking for like a crispy taco shell. And then I also got some psyllium husk. I didn't have any of this on hand, and there were a few recipes that I had seen on YouTube that I wanted to try that called for this, so I picked that up. So that's what I got from Thrive this week. I also have a frozen order coming, but that shipped separately. But if you guys want to try out Thrive, I'll have a link in the description box below. It's thrivemarket.com/Jen Chapin. You can get 25% off your first order, which is huge. Plus you get a free gift. And there are a couple different membership options. I always go with the annual membership, but every time you purchase a membership, Thrive will also gift one to a veteran or a first responder or a teacher or someone in need, which I love. Okay, so I have this reusable stasher bag, and in here I put some of that keto granola, which is delightful. It's really, really good. And then I also put some of those like maple pecans in here. This was like almost full, and I ate like half of it on the plane yesterday because I was hungry. But it's super nice to have stuff like this in your bag, so obviously it doesn't go bad. It doesn't need refrigerated. And then I ate one of these yesterday, but I have two more. I brought some of these beef sticks also. They're just original grass-fed beef sticks. They're really good. So I brought those, and then I was gonna bring those Hue like paleo Snickerdoodle cookies, but Adam ate them all, which I told you guys in the video, and I'm like, I should have ordered 2 bags. So we'll have to order another one soon. But anyway, I am going to get to work for the day, and I'll catch up with you guys this evening. All right, so it's a little after 5, and I'm currently walking to dinner. I'm walking to Old Ebbitt's, I don't remember what it's called, Old Ebbitt or something like that, which was recommended. So I've got my Google Maps going, so I gotta listen. I think I'm supposed to go this way. Anyway, it's a 15-minute walk, so just gonna walk over there, and then hopefully I wanted to see if we could go look at some of the monuments and like walk past the White House and everything like that. So I'll take you guys with me. All right, so I just finished eating dinner. The shrimp cake was recommended to me by the waiter, so that was pretty good. The fries were really good too. There's the Department of the Treasury right there. So I'm just gonna walk down now to the Washington Monument. I think the White House is over here somewhere too. Right now they have a memorial set up down here for everyone that's died from COVID in the United States. So probably gonna cry. It's like almost 700,000 people at this point. So I'm gonna try and find that. It's just so incredibly sad. There's a white flag in the ground for every single person that has died of COVID. Some of them are written on. I don't know if you're supposed to like write the name. Oh my god, this is heartbreaking. Yeah, there are some that have like photos and words on them. Oh, it's so sad. The monument looks much bigger in real life than it does in pictures when you've only seen it in pictures. Wow. So it's getting dark out here. You can't really tell by the camera because it does pretty well in low light, but they have like a tent here. I'm sorry, I'm like, oh, this like chokes me up. But one of my friends' dad actually died of COVID not too long ago. So you just basically go in there and they have you fill out a form and they give you a Sharpie. And so I put one in the ground for, I'm such a crier. I put one in the ground for her dad and took a picture and sent it to her, but it's awful. I'm gonna compose myself. So this is the World War II memorial, and down there you can see the Lincoln Memorial. This is like, I'm so glad actually I came down here at night, because that's one of the things I read before was like try to come to the National Mall at night so you can kind of see everything lit up. It's like, it's incredible, really. Kind of a long walk from one end to the other. I'm getting my steps in today. So I'm walking down here. I think, is this called the reflecting pool? I think. I don't know, I've been trying to look at signs, but it's also hard to see because it's kind of dark out. But I'm gonna walk down here to the Lincoln Memorial. I might just get an Uber back because I'm like way far away from my hotel now. Maybe a 40-minute walk. Everything here is just so much bigger in person. It's like when you constantly see things in like pictures and movies, you know, then you see it in person, you're like, wow, this is very large and impressive. I wish my kids were here to see this. We'll take them back someday. So much bigger in person. That's what she said. No, I'm just kidding. It's so cool. Hey guys, good morning. So I'm just getting ready this morning, fixing my hair, doing my makeup and whatnot. I thought I would chat with you a little bit. So I think when I left you last night, I was near the Lincoln Memorial. It was starting to get very dark at that point. I tried to go to the Vietnam Memorial. It was very, very dark out. I could not see anything. And oh, I have another question. Is weed legal in DC? Because there was a lot of weed going on at the park. I'm always not used to that because it's not legal where I live in Iowa. But anyway, so I got an Uber back to my hotel. I got back here, I don't remember what time it was, probably around like 9 or something like that. Yeah, I think it was right around 9. Came back up to my room, got some YouTube work done, went to bed. Woke up early this morning because I really wanted to get tickets to the Holocaust Museum here in DC. That was one of the things that I wanted to make sure I did while I was here, and I got them. So I have tickets for this afternoon or this early evening after work. So gonna go there and then go to the Hamilton for dinner, I think. So I'm just getting my makeup done right now. I'm ready to work for the day. Yeah, I was telling you guys last night when I was at, you know, the National Mall and stuff that I really want to take my kids back here because I feel like as part of, you know, civics and history and all of that, it's, you know, really cool for them to see this kind of stuff. I was talking to Kira on the phone last night and she said that the schools still do, some of them still do like a DC trip in like 8th grade. I can remember them doing that while I was in school, but I never got to go on any of those because it was just too expensive. We didn't have the money for that. I think I remember the cost being like somewhere around like $900, which at that point was very cost prohibitive for my family. But I hope that I can, you know, give my kids that kind of stuff when it comes to it. And we actually wanted to do a family trip to DC too at some point. We just haven't figured out when vacation, and you know, we just went to Colorado this year, so we're kind of gonna have to wait a little bit for that. I would like, honestly, I would be someone who would like do family vacations like 3 or 4 times a year, and Adam is like very overwhelmed by that thought. Like, he's just like, I don't want to travel that much. I, on the other hand, love it, but that's just me. You know, and you always get crap for like taking your kids out of school and that kind of thing. But, you know, if you have kids that do, you know, fairly well in school, you know, taking them out of school for 3 days or a week or something like that every once in a while, personally, I feel like is not like that academically harmful to them. It depends on, you know, what grade they're in and what they have going on. But I also feel like lived experiences are also very educational. So I think you have to always like take that into consideration too. But people, you know, the thing about being on the internet is that people always love to critique your parenting and your food choices and your weight and everything else about you, but that's fine. So I'm gonna get ready and get to work, and then I will catch up with you guys later this evening. Oh, I was gonna show you, I got this. So I showed you guys the MD Solar Sciences. I really like their, what do you call it? The BB cream, but it's like a sunscreen. So they sent me one of these. It's the Hydrating Sheer Lip Balm in just the Bear color. So I've actually been looking for a lip sunscreen, and I really, really like this one. Let me show it to you. Okay, so this is what it looks like. There is a little bit of color to it, but it's very neutral. So I like it. I'll link it down below. Also, I wanted to address my one tooth that's very crooked. So as you guys know, I got braces. It's been about a month now. I'm gonna film a Q&A. I just haven't got to it yet. So what they did was obviously I have braces on both my top and bottom teeth. My top teeth have already straightened out quite a bit. Like, I had this tooth here that was like up. That has straightened out. My bottom teeth, they could not put a bracket on this tooth right here because it was so far back and my teeth were so crowded. So at the next appointment, I'm going to have a spring put in here that will basically push these teeth apart, and then they'll be able to bring that tooth forward to be in line with the rest of them in the bottom. So like right now, see, like when I talk, I feel like I look funny because I have this one tooth that's like sticking way up, but all I can tell you is it's just a work in progress, and I have adjusted to the braces situation. It was difficult for me at first because I always felt like, and then after I got braces, people were like, well, I didn't notice your teeth were crooked, or like, you know, people were like, your teeth weren't that bad. And so I kept like second guessing myself. I'm like, why did I do this? But I understand, like, as an adult, I have the foresight to know that like at the end of the day, it's going to be beneficial. Like, all my teeth, you know, will be straight. I'll get a retainer. I'll get teeth whitening at the end. All of that it'll be good. It'll be good. All right, I'm gonna finish what I'm doing here, and I'll see you guys this evening. Hey guys, good early evening, late afternoon. I am headed downstairs to meet for the Uber to go to the museum. I'm not sure how much I'll be able to film there. I probably won't be able to film with sound or anything, but I will try and get some shots. Right, so it took about 2 hours to get through the museum, a little bit less. I'll talk about it later. I'm just walking to where we're gonna have dinner now. The Capitol is over there, which I can't really show you because there's a bus obscuring it, but the Smithsonian is right here. So I think the place I'm going is about 10 minutes away. So this is the Department of Commerce, and over here is Customs and Border Protection. What's that down there? Agency for International Development. It's so cool seeing all this stuff in person. You see the White House like right through there. I don't know if I want to get over there and look. I just don't know if I'm going to tonight. We'll see. All right, here's where we're going for dinner. It's called the Hamilton. So we have a pretty big menu. I think we're gonna get the pink hornet roll for an appetizer. I'm not sure what I'm gonna get for an entree. I'm walking back to my hotel. I'm definitely getting my steps in today. There's the Washington Post. So cool. Hey guys, good morning. So what I ended up doing last night was I actually ended up getting a salad to go from the Hamilton because I was a little bit full, but I knew that I would get hungry later because it was an early dinner. So I ended up getting like this steak and blue cheese salad, and I had them like make it to go with the dressing on the side and stuff. So I took it back with me to the hotel and got some work done and ate that later. So my major task last night was to work on finishing up this fall crockpot video that I have going live today. So it's all uploaded to my channel, but what I wanted to do was include a like downloadable PDF with it, with like all of the ingredients, like shopping lists, recipes, all of that, because I always think that kind of stuff is like helpful for you guys. You know, I always try to either link the recipe or type it out, but I also think it's helpful when you can actually, you know, download a PDF and print it out too. So that is my task that I wanted to finish last night. And today, I think my flight leaves around 12:30 p.m. So I have a little bit of time to get to the airport, but I also need to drop off the rental car. So I was gonna talk to you guys a little bit about the Holocaust Memorial Museum. So that's one of the things that I wanted to make sure that I did while I was here, and I'm super glad that we were able to get there, because what I didn't realize is that you probably should order tickets like far in advance. Tickets are free. There's like a $1 processing fee or something like that, but they're free. You can't make a donation with your tickets, which I did. But anyway, they have like timed entrance tickets or whatever. So I guess it took about an hour, maybe an hour and 45 minutes to get through, and they were actually closing. So there were some points where I probably walked past things that normally I could have stood there and read more. But it's 4 floors, and you start out on the 4th floor, and basically it's like goes in chronological order from like, you know, the rise of Hitler and the Nazi Party all the way through the end of the Holocaust. And it's just, I mean, I have read many, you know, fiction and nonfiction books about the Holocaust. I have watched videos of survivors, and it's still just like so sobering. There's one exhibit where it's just a room full of shoes. Before they killed all these people, they would take their belongings from them, and then they just ended up with like human hair that they sold, and shoes, and, you know, gold fillings and crowns, and I mean, just it's so effed up. But yeah, there's this room, and there's just like a bunch of shoes. It's just like, it's so sad. And then there's this one room with just like walls and walls of photos of people that were killed. And there was one part of the exhibit where they talked about children and how there was particular disdain for, you know, among the Nazi Party for Jewish infants and children, because, you know, the whole impetus behind, you know, Hitler's idea was like this perfect race or whatever. And so they didn't want, you know, it's genocide. And so I think it said that there were like 1 million infants and children, Jewish infants and children, that were killed. It's really something, and it really makes you think about how movements like that come to be, and how everyone just lets it go on. But like it's easy to look back at history, and even the United States, you know, like basically did almost next to nothing, and they knew what was going on. And so my heart just breaks, and it makes you think about, you know, political movements and propaganda and, you know, fake news in the media and just everything like that. It's really sobering to think about. But anyway, I would highly recommend it if you ever get the chance to go. I was thinking, you know, about like bringing my kids. I think, you know, my kids are older, they're like 9 and 12. I think that they would be able to go through and, you know, read some of the things. You know, it's not a place where you'd want to bring little kids, because it's very like quiet in there. They want you to, you know, turn your cell phones, you know, silent and be respectful, and I would not bring little kids in there. I think that kids, you know, even like grade school, middle school they might be a little bit bored, you know, because it's just a lot of like standing and reading. But I highly recommend it if you are here in the DC area. Let me know if you guys have been there also. The Smithsonian would have been awesome to go to too, but I just don't have time. Adam and I actually want to come back at some point and bring the kids, but yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys because I'm gonna go ahead and get ready, pack my stuff up, get to the airport. But thank you guys so much for coming along with me on this travel vlog. I'll have a link down below for Thrive Market. Don't forget, you can get 25% off your first order plus a free gift. It's thrivemarket.com/Jen Chapin. Get yourself some healthy snacks, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.